think Trump's like that?
What?
Think Trump's like that?
Um,
Because, I've talked to lots of people who know him, and they talk about his generosity and his kindness in person.
Yeah.
But he's got that 13-year-old schoolyard bully thing, which also...
Well, that's the bully that's, out there about what he believes. And I think he's very principled down at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And, but I think he can be bullish, yeah.
Well, it isn't obvious.
He was in the construction business,
Yeah,
man. You've got to be, in the construction business,
Chicago,
you've got to be hard-nosed.
That's for sure.
For all that stuff, because, it's like...
It's all mafia.
You got to watch it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You get taken, so...
He built a building for a friend of mine in Chicago, like a multi-$100-million building. He brought it in under budget and before scheduled, and that was in Chicago.
Yeah,
and that's.
But he's also he is very sweet at the same time. He can be that. You look at his kids. He did a great job raising his kids. If you look at it, they themselves are very principled and a great relationship with him.
Yeah,
like that.
Right, yeah.
I mean, in a way, you can't say the same thing about Reagan. There was, we tried not to be like, make a love letter for this, because he was human at the same time. And he didn't have the greatest relationship with his kids.
Was he too preoccupied?
Well, his son, his youngest son, Ron, takes every opportunity he can to talk against them and to really try to tear apart the legacy of his father and his mother. Mm-hmm. And Michael and he had they have a good, decent relationship. He and Michael do. And, Patty, it's, I can't speak for any of them really. And I'm sure they all have their personal reasons for that, but he wasn't around much because we're in the studio. He was working for GE. He was always gone. He comes from that generation that, you grew up and you were pretty independent and on your own as a kid, like the way I grew up. My parents, it wasn't like the 90s that were your, helicopter parents or really, the people were living at home till they were 25 and stuff like that. You were, in a lot of cases, you grew up on a farm, you were like 14, 15. It's like, you need to go, find your own life.
Well,
but anyway, that was the relationship. I think there was a distance there, I think, with his kids.